Hi, my name is Belinda Chang, and I'm the wine director at the Modern in New York City inside the Museum of Modern Art, and I'm a lover of Alsace wines, and I'm here with my chef.
Hi, I'm Gabriel Kreuther, I'm the chef of the Modern, and I'm native from Alsace.
Both of us definitely came to the wines of Alsace in different ways, so chef, I wanted to ask you, how did you find the wines of Alsace?
I grew up middle in it. So
right.
I grew up with the winemakers around me, with people drinking white wine literally every day.
So chef, I know that you could traditionally do Pinot Gris with a lot of your classic dishes from home, the Alsace dishes, but what other kinds of things could people at home drink this wine with? You know, what else could we do? What else would be an interesting pairing?
I will say that Pinot Gris be a very nice match with a very ripe Munster and a nice piece of bread,
Yum.
some walnuts. I will see it with a nice lobster dish with obviously white wine in the sauce,
Delicious.
maybe using the same wine, and also a pork belly where we will introduce a little bit ginger or cilantro,
Ooh.
or even both of them.
That sounds great. And it looks like we have some fish tacos here, so should we see if the Pinot Gris can do the job? I know that Pinot Gris can handle the spice, so that'll be great.
No problem.
It has really nice cleansing acidity. I think seafood with Pinot Gris is always a classic, but you've got all this fusion of flavors here, the tomato and the guacamole and the spiciness as well.
Great.
I think the wine handles it really nicely. I think what's really great about the wines of Alsace is you have really amazing diversity. It's not like a region where you're just focusing on one or two great varietals. Here we have so many. I know we've got Pinot Gris here, and there's Riesling and Sylvaner and Muscat.
The nice thing is when you have people doing that kind of wines, they know how to master to not get too sweet.
Right.
They keep the nice acidity in it.
And that's a huge misconception about Alsace wine.
The great winemakers now master the way of ripening the grapes and making a fermentation that doesn't retain too much of the sweetness. Not heavy wine, but flavorful wine that it has a nice length in your mouth, and I think
Still rich, still full flavored.
Yes,
We're definitely not missing anything.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's much better to order something like a Riesling or a Pinot Gris from Alsace when you're out at a restaurant?
Because it has a nice acidity. It's light. It's fruit. It's fruity, and it's food friendly.
Yes.
And it's a nice introduction to white wine, and it's wine that never sees a wooden barrel. And most of the wines that see wooden barrels, if they not master the proper way, that's when we get that heavy butterness.
Too rich, too cloying.
And I think here what we have is a fruitiness and a lightness, and it goes with a wide array of food. And I think it's if you want to have a good time with friends, it's a good way to start.
So I know when I first started in the business, chef, not a lot of people had a great understanding of Alsace wines. They definitely weren't the most popular wines or the wines being most often ordered in restaurants. How do you think that things are doing, or how do you think people are enjoying Alsace wines today?
I think the biggest misconception of Alsace was that it was different grapes, that it was not a blend. And I think people understand much more the diversity that we have in Alsace, the different terroir, the different winemaking. People are much more interested in knowing more than just Alsace. They want to know which grape, who's the winemaker,
which vineyard,
understand the vineyards, the complexity, and I think there is a lot of fun in that region because of that. It's very complex, actually. You know, it seems very easy, but it's very complex. Each vineyard is on a little hill or whatever it is, wherever they are. It's a different wine, and the winemakers do such a great job to bring out the terroir, basically.
Yeah, it's all about the terroir. All these different vineyards with different soils leads to all these different wines with all this amazing diversity of flavor.
What do you usually drink? What do you have?
Well, as you might imagine, I definitely have a refrigerator full of sparkling wine. So my new love is Cremant d'Alsace. I love that there's styles made from all Pinot Noir, styles made from Pinot Noir and Chardonnay. So I think you get a great diversity in styles there. They're super food friendly, and I always want something bubbly when I get home to relax with. I also find that when I go out, one of the Terminator wine pairings is definitely Pinot Gris from Alsace. It's got nice texture and spice and really good acidity. So I can have it whether I'm ordering like a bowl of spaghetti. If I'm having a steak, I actually really like it because it's palate cleansing and sort of refreshes you after the dinner. And with seafood dishes, of course, which is what most people see with Pinot Gris. So
Very versatile.
very versatile. Cheers.